Today we are going to visit one of the most scenic places in Kashmir with lush green meadows spread with wide variety of colorful flowers, with majestic snow-capped mountains on all sides and Kishanganga River gently flowing through the valley. It is none other than the most beautiful Gurez Valley. Hours of tiring and risky drive at an elevation of 11,000 feet through unpaved, dusty roads lead to this paradise. This is Bandipore, the nearest town to Gurez Valley, which is around 83 kilometers away from the valley and takes around 3 hours of drive. Bandipore is located in the foothills of the snow-clad peaks of Habak overlooking the shores of Wolar Lake. It is one of the 20 districts in the Jammu and Kashmir. Many people from Bandipore come to Gurez Valley to do business. Gurez Valley is around 130 kilometers away from Srinagar. We hired a taxi from Srinagar for a rental of 5,000 rupees per day. If you wish to hire a taxi in Srinagar, please contact Javid Wani, whose contact number is given in the description below. The most common method to reach Gurez Valley is by road. A journey that spans approximately 130 kilometers and takes around 7 hours to complete. It's not just a travel route but a scenic adventure filled with panoramic vistas and fascinating pit stops. The journey commences from Srinagar, ensnared in the grandeur of gardens and lakes. From here, you embark on National Highway 1 towards Bandipore. As you traverse this route, you will be flanked by vibrant orchards and quaint villages. Razdan Pass, at an elevation of more than 11,000 feet above sea level, is around 26 kilometers from here. As the road winds up towards Razdan Pass, the journey is adorned by alpine trees, bubbling brooks, and occasionally dotted with nomadic Gujar huts. This is the Indian Army checkpost where you need to register your names. You will have to carry your Aadhaar card and present it at the Army checkpost. Foreign nationals are not allowed entry into the Gurez Valley unless they seek special permission. Overall, the roads are decent and the road conditions have significantly improved, but there are sections which are unpaved and very dusty as you drive through these roads. Driving through these roads are very risky and tiring. Since our driver was very experienced, we had a very smooth and comfortable ride throughout. As you reach Razdan Pass, which is the highest altitude in this route, located at an elevation of about 11,672 feet above sea level, you will see better roads paved with tiles. Although little bumpy, these roads are free from dust. On the way we were stopped by a herd of sheep. It was indeed a mind-blowing view as these little animals grouped together on their way to the grazing land. We have now reached the Razdan Pass, which is the tallest point in the entire route. This route will be closed for almost 5 months, during winter, due to heavy snowfall. So during winter the only way to reach Gurez Valley will be by helicopter. During winter, Gurez Valley will receive very less tourists and most of the businesses will be shut during these months. As you descend from the Razdan Pass, the conditions of the road becomes worse again for about 10 kilometers, with lots of dust that literally block the view. These roads are a real challenge to the drivers, even for the experienced ones. This is the only bad section of the road on this stretch for now. We are on our way to Dawar. Gurez Valley is divided into 2 parts, Dawar and Tilal districts. Dawar is the central township in the area and this is where most of the development is. Beyond Dawar, Tilal is mostly a remote and largely unexplored region consisting of small villages. We are now in the limits of Gurez Valley. As you approach the Gurez Valley, which is at an altitude of about 8,000 feet above sea level, the surroundings become green and lively. At the same time, the condition of the roads become worser and worser with lot of dust throughout the drive. On the right side, you can see the Kishanganga hydroelectric project. The dam creates a beautiful background for photoholic travelers. For nature lovers, the gentle breeze of cold air will soothe their souls and will push them to forget all worries and regrets. After a long tiring drive for about 7 hours, we have now reached the gem in the crown of Kashmir, the Gurez Valley. Some of my initial capture of this beautiful valley are shown here. The valley lies near the line of control, which separates it from the Astor and Neelam districts of Pakistan-administered Kashmir. The people in the valley speak the Shina language and have the same styles of dress and culture as their kinsmen in Pakistani-administered Gilgit-Baltistan. Our first aim was to get an accommodation. There is no need to book your accommodation in advance, as there are plenty of guest houses throughout Gurez. We happened to see this new guest house and we were the first customer. The guest house was very clean and neat. They charge 2,500 rupees per night for a double bedroom. A new day breaks out in Gurez Valley. During summer, the days are very long in the valley. We went for a morning walk at 6 a.m. and captured some of the valley's beauty. In the morning, it is very lovely to see the Kishanganga River flowing very gently through the valley, which is lifeline of the people here. Gurez Valley started inviting tourists from all over India since 2021 only. The valley has now 24/7 electricity and water supply. Geo Network provides very speedy mobile connectivity throughout the day. We are on our way to the Habak spring, located on the outskirts of Akura village, through which the lucid water gushes out. Habak is the graceful, gigantic mountain, 13,000 feet, pyramid-shaped peak that rises over the town and is named after the peasant queen poetess, often referred to as the Nightingale of Kashmir, who is said to have lived near the mountain's base as a young woman. Besides the Habak Peak, Habak Spring is highly revered by the people of Gurez and the tourists coming from different parts of India. The divine and sacred nature of this spring defines the symbol of sentiments and emotionality that it brings forth. Our next visit was to the camping site of Gurez Valley, where people, both local and tourists, throng to the valley to spend their weekends or vacation. You can see hundreds of tents being set up along the banks of Kishanganga River. You can also see few shops who sell light snacks and other food stuff for the people camping here. A little away from the camping site, you can see locals trying their luck to catch the trout fish. With its pristine rivers and streams, Gurez Valley is a haven for fishing and angling. The Kishanganga River is particularly famous for its trout, making it a favorite spot for anglers. During summer, you can see lush green meadows throughout the valley with varieties of lovely flowers in different colors. We are on our way to the Gurez Viewpoint. You can either hike all the way up or you can even drive to the top of the viewpoint. It is a vantage point on the way to Dawar. Gurez Viewpoint provides an unobstructed view of Gurez Valley against the backdrop of magnificent mountains. We happened to meet a local man named Bashir and he invited us to his museum on the history of Gurez Valley. Upon his invitation, we visited the museum. We were so surprised to see the 400 over collections which boasts the history of Gurez Valley. A great day ends in Gurez Valley. We thoroughly enjoyed our day in Gurez Valley, both the beauty and the cool climate of this gem in the crown of Kashmir. Never ever miss to visit Gurez Valley while in Srinagar. The months of May, June, and September can be called the best time to visit Gurez Valley.